3, 2, 1.
Patchwork want to play.
Let's go, boys. Very far, because I'm not sure if we even have someone doing it. Let's get a Curse of Rekka from one of the Warlocks as well. Team Warlock. Don't let us down. They let us down. Okay, we tried. Damn, some of these rogues are pumping. Good shit, boys. Maybe this raid won't be that bad. I mean, we definitely don't have the most insane DPS, but our tanks are really geared. That's a good thing. Did I lock the SR sheet, guys? It is. Okay. Okay, I'll do the loot at the end, because we have a lot of duplicates, and it makes it more confusing, unless it's like this, yeah. Let me check. Have the cloak. We'll take this. Just rolling the first one, and then you guys get it in the order, alright? I use Loot Reserve add-on, that's what I have. Loot Reserve. I don't use the website. I haven't used that website in 3 years. But a lot of other raids still use the website, because it takes a long time for people to adapt to add-ons, right? To new add-ons. The add-on is sick because you just do everything on it. You don't have to link your Discord or scan a QR code, open a website, have to check what other people are starring on the website. You just have it all in game. I see a lot of people use the website, forced to use the add-on by the rest of the raid. Yeah, it's so weird. You don't even need to install the add-on, by the way. You can just exclamation point reserve and then link the items you want to SR. But it's easier if you just install the add-on, right? I personally stopped doing soft reserves because I didn't like the concept of going on a third-party website to just soft reserve, so I just stopped doing them. But as soon as I discovered this add-on, I'm like, hey, this is not that much work. I can get used to this. Yeah, I heard no one uses on Living Flame. Like, I kind of live in my own bubble here on Wild Grow with Benched, so everyone in Benched knows about it. But yeah, outside Benched, I do sometimes see pugs advertising it, like using Loot Reserve, they say, right? But I'm not sure about other servers. Oh, you bringing the boss down? I think he's bringing the boss down, guys. Watch out! Don't get bred by him. Monka. Using in Cataclysm? Well, that's nice to hear. Yeah, I'm hoping that in Mob, there's gonna be people using it. We'll see though. And it's been around for a long time. DPS, yeah. Pumping. Sort of. I've seen people do a lot more than this. I have to keep putting Fairy Fire up because I don't think our Feral Druid's doing it. Oh shit, what the hell happened there, boys? Oops. Yeah, we have a Feral, but I don't think he has Fairy Fire. Or like he's not tracking it. Goes to you. Perfect. Yeah, again, with the reason why DPS is so high, guys, in Nax, in SOD, there's like a buff. Kind of like a catch-up buff to make Nax easier. And it's 200% more damage and health. Yeah. Outside of Nax, I mean, I'll be doing 8k, kind of. 9k, like something like that. Kind of like early Wrath DPS outside of Nax, and then in Nax it's kind of like ICC buff DPS? I don't know. Something like that. Maybe like 5k? No. Whatever this number is divided by 3 is what your normal damage would be. Although you have to take into account the 6 that also buffs you further, right? But yeah, something like that. I think I've done 9k in Enclave on my Druid. Okay, guys, let's go. Put the fear words on Basers or Mean. I don't know who's tanking the boss, to be honest. None of you guys have fear word right now from the looks of it, so be careful. Be careful, boys. Don't die. I used to be a feral druid, that's why I'm called feral. But I re-rolled to Boomkin. I was playing too many melee, and I was like, I don't feel like playing another melee, but I already have this druid. So I just went Boomkin. Okay, now I'm stuck with the awkward name of feral. Yeah, I'm not a feral, right? Yeah, 4 stacks of the coins, boys. 20% more crits. Huge. Oop, I'm a lip here. How did I not get one shot when I got crit? Nah, I'm not full boost. I haven't received any raid gear in like 3 weeks. Lividia. But I'm not super far off. I think I'm like maybe 10% damage off or something. Or less. Maybe less than that. How do you do roll check as a leader? You open the looking for group icon or press I. Go create listing and then hit roll check. You don't have to list the group. You just hit roll check up here. Oh shit, guys. Behind. Kill this stuff. Might wipe, actually. I was too busy explaining something to look at the fucking trash. Unlucky, guys. Alright, while we're rezzing, I'm gonna assign the groups, okay? And this is very easy now. So I literally just go to the damage on the previous boss. Feral left, Clay right. Swash left, Arrival right. Ahwi left, Rogue right. Lividia left, Mogard right. Mina left, Kopti right. Nikas left, Vasers right. Highly left, Pia right. Kardig left, Para right. Dab left, Ashbringer right. And Wazeh left, Bino right. Raptorus left, Melorian right. Dwarf left, Yo right. Jimbro left. Last time I did this, it was like a perfect damage split. I could also just say, look at your damage on that boss and like evens left, you know, like, or like odds left, evens right. But maybe people won't check. I'll try that next time. You didn't hear your name, then you are on the right. Because you were not on the damage meter. Yeah. You're a healer. Oh. Yeah, you're number 26, so that would be right.
5, 4, 3.
Watch it not be even now, guys. Then I will lose my mind, bro. Yo, relax on Stalag. It's not even somehow. And I'm not even pressing my Starfall. Okay, we can go. We can go. Unbelievable. I mean, it wasn't like wipe the worthy though. Like, it wasn't like so uneven that you wipe. But it wasn't even though. How does that happen? It can't be even my tactic? Oh, it can. Last time it was perfectly even. Just RNG, you know. Maybe people pumped on that boss and now they didn't pump, right? Takes one guy to go to the wrong side as well, you know. So many things can go wrong. Maybe one guy popped cooldowns. I should probably say don't pop your cooldowns. Melorion, I implore you as the Feral Druid to press the Fairy Fire ability. You did it. Let's go. When or what made you blow up as a WoW streamer? It was 2019 Classic launch. I was like the first to reach the max level and I had a lot of viewers. That's pretty much it. Before that, I used to have like 100 viewers, I think. Which is not bad. Like, that's not bad at all. But that 100 viewers was because Classic was coming out. You know what I mean, bro? It was kind of like hype, right? My content was always themed around that. Around leveling. Yeah, I really still top 1%, but what I'm saying is, let's say I didn't get word for 60 and I had no viewers, right? Of those 100 viewers, they would have all left, probably. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would have not been full-time streaming in the first place. Yeah. I really doubt it. Your uncle is coming back for mob? Nah. My uncle is so over WoW, bro. Like, I talked to him a lot last time. Like, like he plays retail when it comes out, levels a couple of characters and quits. Like, he plays Fortnite and Call of Duty, apparently. That's what he plays now. Because he has like an 8-year-old son and he just plays Fortnite with his kid. You know. And he says it's just way more casual friendly. Like, you know, he has time to just open a game of Fortnite and just do a few, you know, and that's it. With like MMOs, they're too time consuming for him, right? This is... Well, I guess you rolled off spec, so... Off spec is off spec. I think this goes to... Arrival. I'm gonna do some loot, guys. This should be Dwarf only.
Welcome to my parlor.
But he told me he played 2019 Classic and he didn't like it. Even though he played OG Vanilla, right? He did OG Nax and shit. But yeah. I mean, probably for him, he doesn't have as much free time, right? To play as he used to, you know? Because he used to be when he played a lot of WoW, he was a student. You know? Way less responsibilities. Like, living with his parents, you know? Like... Yeah. It is what it is. And we're rolling these shoulders as well. But he does know about the versions of WoW. Like, he knows about Sword and shit like that. Rolling this. I think there's 2 of these. And I'll roll 2 more shoulders. Now we go, okay. Rolling these 2. I'll roll the rest later, because these are like single drops from Glut. So there's gonna be more of them dropping, right? And I'll just give this offhand to you, because I'm sure you need it. I don't even need to roll that out, because you're the only Warlock tank. Alright, awesome, guys. Can you do the shield? Yeah, I'll do the shield. Nah, I can't do more Nax, guys. This is my last character for Nax. I'm saved on everything now. I can do an Enclave and ZG and Nightmare Grove, like things like that. No Nax. Alright, ready check? AQ40, yeah, AQ40. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Tuesday AQ40, that would be fun.
Five.
That would be a lot of fun. Holy Paladin? Do we need a Holy Paladin? We always need a Holy Paladin. What kind of question is that? We always need those Holy Paladin pumpers. Huh? And big damn on this boss. And my Starfall ran out. That means I got resisted. Very unlucky. Very nice cloak, by the way. I think that cloak is best for Tank Warlock, if I'm not mistaken. Because of the armor. Let's... I'm not gonna bother. Did I bother swapping my gear? Fuck it. I think Genesis shoulders I use. This. There we go. And this. Now I have the right gear. I think tomorrow this druid gets a 6 set. Right now I have one Jostle Chalice fragment. I'll get another one from Beatrix today. And then the weekly one tomorrow. And that should be the last piece, because I think I have... Yeah, Wavewater Mental Zones 5 pieces, right? Because that's really nice. Makes my dots increase the damage of my Wrath and Starfire. And it stacks to like 100% or something. Yo guys, watch out, yeah? This part is scary. Very scary. Focus skull. Oh, we got 2 packs, bro. Not good, not good. Prepare to dispel poisons. Hey, dispel poison time. We are good. Easy.
Your old lies.
Hey, yeah, don't pull more than 1 pack at a time here. We always have problems with this trash.
You are acolytes of the Master now, and you will serve the cause without question. The greatest glory is to die in the Master's service.
Yeah, one that's... I like how our tank is top damage. That's so stupid. Looks like Vengeance from Mop is in Sod, guys. Imagine if it was though. Holy shit. So many more people would play tank. I don't think it's like a bad thing though. Like having tanks being OP is not like a problem to me. I'd rather have more people play tank than less people, right? There's a lot of people that play DPS that don't play tank because they want to do good DPS. You know what I mean? Otherwise, they would be great tank players. Like very capable players. But they're like, I'm not playing a tank because then I'll do low damage. But if tanks did good damage, let's say similar damage to DPS, and they could top the meters, then they would play a tank. And then do a good job. But normally, either tanks do no damage or they do too much damage. Like with Vengeance, right? I remember this boss is not undead. So you don't get your thingy-magic. Whatever it is for your class. Just stack them up in AoE. Big heals, by the way, on this boss. Poison cleansing. Put your debuffs up. That's right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Run while you still can.
I think I was too far with my Starfall.
Watch your feet.
Resist. I wonder what the idea was of always a 1% chance to resist in Classic.
Watch your feet.
It's not like that with the DPS, like melees, because you can technically get hit cap. Caster, you always have a 1% chance to miss. Take that, take this, take that, and take this. I think next one is Arrival. Nice. Day's going good. Like in Dungeons and Dragons, is it? It sucks as a boomkin because you can lose your Starfall that way. When you play with the 6 I think it's like that in TBC too, right? Your TBC you have a chance to resist always. I don't know what version of WoW they get rid of it. Is it Rats? Of the Lich King? Maybe? Oh yeah, we got D-Curse, boys. Yo. I always pressed the wrong one here. It goes away in Lich King. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's gone in TBC. I remember getting resisted in TBC all the time. That would dictate your parse, bro. If you're like full biz geared and you're just doing the same boss, same speed, then you get one resist, it's over. Feels bad. It gets to that point sometimes where it's all about RNG. Like if you get crits, you get resist, right? When you've got to the point in a raid where everyone's really geared and you're clearing the same speed, then it's just RNG, right? And you know, playing Arcane Mage and TBC not exactly the most complex rotation, right? They'll be like, ah, fuck, I gotta resist. And then also was clear cast procs. The more clear cast procs you got, the more mana you saved. And also you had a higher chance to crit if you had a clear cast up. That shit was so cool though. Like one of my favorite versions of Mage is actually TBC. I loved it. But it definitely was very dependent on your group composition and stuff like that. Like if you didn't have a lot of innervates or you had like fast kills, you had no Shadow Priest, it was not fun to play a Mage. And I was always in good raids, so I had a good time, right? Yo, this pool is spicy, boys. Arcane Explosion? Nah, Arcane Explosion wasn't really that crazy. TBC. It wasn't like crazy good. It was like Warlock Seeds, I think did more damage. But the good thing about Arcane Explosion is it did less threat. But once they changed the haste cap thing, like you pretty much would like spam Arcane Explosion and make Palm Flame Strike. Or like 3-cast Flame Strike. I don't know. Not exactly super fun. Rotation. Big heals, boys, big heals. What mage, dude? Wars of Draenor had such good classes, bro. Holy fuck. Yeah. Dude, I would play the shit out of What Hunter. Hellfire Citadel, what Hunter, bro? Instant aim shot and shit. That was fun. And the early version of Survival was so good. The problem is, if we did get Wars of Draenor, we would play on the final patch. So then Survival Hunter would be unplayable for all of Wars of Draenor. Classic. Which really sucks. That's one of the issues with like these ways they do classes now. It's like they just do the final patch. So in the beginning, Survival was really good because of multi-strike. But then that got fixed in the end of Blackrock Foundry patch. And then you couldn't play Survival anymore. They had to redesign it into a meta spec to be playable. It was so bad. But it was really, really good in the beginning. But we would not get that version, I don't think so. Same with Enhancement Shamans. Enhancement Shamans had like 7 Fire Novas and then it became 6. You probably get the 6 Fire Nova version. So I bet like the best DPS in the first phase would be either BM or Marksman. Probably BM. Nah, I think Marksman actually. Marksman. I think what made BM Hunter really good in the Blackrock Foundry was the tier set. The tier set of BM Hunter where you would summon a second pet and that second pet would do double DPS for some reason of other pets. Once people discovered that bug, which never got fixed, everybody played BM Hunter. So yeah, it'd be Marksman, BM, Marksman. Instead of Survival, sometimes Marksman, BM, Marksman. That'd be probably the meta. But I played a bit of Mage in Wars of Draenor, it was fun. You would put down that crystal, right, and pump it. Played a Frost Mage. Yeah, I'll kill him by you. I never played Warrior, but I know Glad Warrior was a thing in the very beginning of WoD, right?
5, 4.
If they go
3,
from garrisons, yeah,
2,
it sucks.
1.
That shit sucked about WoD. The whole garrison thing was really bad. And they had like an entire phase that they never launched as well. We're supposed to be Netherstorm, you know? It's a shame though, because I think Warlords of Draenor had some of the most fun raids I've ever did, if not the most fun raids. Class design was pretty good. I generally enjoyed that expansion in terms of raiding. Like, you would just log in and be stuck in your garrison with not much to do. It was... The game was dead outside of raiding, right? I did some Ashran, I did some arenas, but not a lot, you know. I didn't really get into it. That's when I was doing achievements, Wars of Draenor, you know, and then playing private servers. Oh my god. Yo, free the people, boys. And tank pop big defensive, we're down a healer. We're down a healer. And I will abolish poison you because no one's doing it. Dave. When TBC? Probably the end of the year. Bad to guess. Read the peoples again.
Change.
PVC in a year? Less, bro. Less. Let me tell you why it's less, right? So, AQ40 is probably gonna be announced in the next month with how fast they're launching phases in Anniversary. And that's just one phase after AQ, right? Like, I think Nax would be out by September, but maybe October. It'd be a short Nax phase. They just sped up Anniversary so much. It's looking like it's a 1-year timeline, right? And it came out in November. What do I give the thing to? I don't know. This is boss. I give it to Arrival. I'm not sure. Imagine playing Anniversary instead of Sod. There are people that really like Anniversary. They like the slowness of it, or they like the word PvP. Like, there's not much word PvP in SOD, you know. But also there's people that play Anniversary that don't like it, but they play it because TBC is coming out. It has Anniversary has a what do you call it, a roadmap, I guess, whatever, right? Like direction. SOD, no one knows what's fucking happening with SOD. We most of us think this is the last phase. So if you had to ask someone what's more appealing to you, it's probably gonna be Anniversary just because of that. Yeah. Yeah, SOD's all about raiding, that's it. You like raiding, SOD's fun. If you don't like raiding, I don't know. Well, not much for you to do. Guys, I'm falling behind on loot. I'll just do it later, okay? We're just going too fast to the loot. That's what happens when you pre-clear the trash. Like, I would do it while doing trash, but it's already pre-cleared. Oh shit, I gotta swap my gear.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Your life is forfeit.
Ah, I missed one. D-curse, boys.
Rise, my soldiers. Rise.
Yeah, the way I describe SOD is like it's like a private server. It's like a fun private server, in my opinion. And I love it. I used to play on those servers all the time. But it's definitely not for everybody. And I think the fact that there's not a PvP scene in SOD is really bad for the game. I think Blizzard always underestimates the PvP community and how much they like it. They just didn't put effort in SOD when it comes to PvP. They kind of gave up on it.
Rise, my soldiers. Rise and fight.
Cat or a tiger? It's a bit of both.
I will serve the master.
Okay. Now I should be good. Like this. We're gonna get an item rack set up. I see Zarya do word PvP all the time. It looks insanely fun as a frost mage. Yeah, but doesn't Zarya have the trinket? Do you know what that trinket does? That Zarya has. Basically, he's playing TBC and everyone is playing Classic. That's what that trinket gives you spell haste, like proper spell haste. So, and he's a really good player. So like, it's kind of like God mode. You know, it ain't no way you can fuck with that. Like he presses spells every second, so every second and a half. That's unbelievably insane, right? There's kind of like a bad perspective on things. Like watching Zarya doing word PvP on that mage doesn't give you a realistic word PvP experience at all, right? That's not how it's gonna be for you. Unless you get that trinket, then yeah. It's hard to get it though. It drops from the last boss in Enclave. It's a massive chase item. I would argue it's harder to get than Ashbringer. Straight up. Same with Mirage. Eventually everyone and their mom's gonna have Ashbringer, but not those items. Okay, let's run in, guys. MQG does not lower the GCD. Yeah, nothing lowers GCD except for a tier set for Boomkins and the trinket, right? As far as I know. I forgot to say hunters don't drop traps, so we have some traps. Melorion, I implore you, brother, to press the ability Fairy Fire. Thank you, sir. No smooth thanks for the prime. Gotta train him to do it. If I do it, then I'm not. He's not learning how to do it, right? So it's the Feral Druid's gotta put the Fairy Fire. We teach him. We train him. We train them in the Nax. Exactly, Zarya's an insane player. He also has a trinket. Where PvP is gonna be fun for him. That's what I was trying to say, right? I mean, I've watched him do it too, by the way. It's fucking unreal. Like he can literally 3v1, bro. Like, how fast he casts. Like, I honestly wish that trinket was how every caster works in SOD. But sadly, you have to get it right for it to work like that. Damn, no one has sold this necklace. Big item, boys. Big item. Yeah, we're gonna do Enclave after the snacks. Or maybe a bit after it. Never managed to learn the safety dance? Oh, it's pretty easy. You don't want to run too much forward, but you don't want to stay back. So you want to be in the middle of it, more or less. And then whenever it goes up, then you go to the middle of the next one. You know. You can even cast while waiting, right? You just gotta get the hang of it. Because sometimes what people do is they run forward too much so they get hit by the next one. Or they don't run enough so they get hit by the previous one, right? I'm gonna do some loot because we lost so many players. I got 4 of these bracers, guys. Get some loot done while we rebuff and stuff. Perfect time to do it. And now I got 2 of these belts. No SR. So on 4 HM, the bosses have 40% more health. And then they drop 1 more splinter on average. So you got a lot more ATS. I think it's guaranteed 2 splinters, maybe 3 per boss, right? And I think Saffron drops 1 more enchant. And then there's the mount from the final boss. We've only done HM4 once. It was very easy, but we went in with like people that had experience or they had good gear, so it was easy because of that reason, right? It's old content, you know. HM4 was probably insanely hard when it came out. From what I heard, the only guilds that cleared it the first week were exploiting some like bug with Petri. Apparently you could like Curse of Agony the boss and then Petri forever. And then the boss would eventually die to Curse of Agony because it's kept stacking up infinitely with the 6 set. Think about that. Rolling these gloves. Yeah, there's not much reason to do HM4 other than the mount. Like I said, I like inviting bad geared people. Like, without these Naxxes, these guys would be fucked, you know. It would be a lot harder for them to get gear, so I'm like, yeah. Do a Naxx, maybe I'll get 1 item that I need, they get a few tier pieces. It's all good, you know. Yo, amazing ring, guys. I want to give this idea to some of the benefits from the stats, so don't roll if you're a Shadow Priest, you know. As Bringer. Brother, this is not for you, okay? I'm not letting you get this. I'm giving this to the Warlock. You're a Shokaden. No, sorry. Yeah, Caspi doesn't do anything for you. That is not a Shokaden item. Rolling the hatchet. For Ninja Loot, yeah, I am like that. I'm one of those raiders that I do sometimes try to not waste the loots. Nah, Caspi is not attack speed. No, no, no. See, he didn't know, right? We had this happen in AQ. There was a hunter who soft reserved the 2-handed axe from Katoon. It dropped. He won it. And then people were like crashing out. I was like, why did you soft res that? He was a ranged hunter, guys. And he thought the 2% chance to dodge expertise worked for a ranged hunter. And then when he learned that it didn't work, he just gave it to a red paladin. He understood that, oh, this is not good for me. I thought it was good. My bad. No one here is like fucking asshole like. People are not trying to like screw other people over necessarily. They sometimes just don't know. There's so many stats in classic SOD that people are not familiar with.
5,
like cast speed, attack
4,
speed, right? Maybe they don't know what they do.
2,
Expertise,
1.
right? It is what it is. Alright, let's try to get the first board. Come to me, brudas. That one didn't get it for sure. Alright, now I can play the game.
Heal team.
Which class is the highest DPS with this gear? Warrior. Wait, actually, what do you mean by highest DPS? Do you mean highest overall DPS or highest boss damage? Highest boss damage is technically Shokaden,
Heal
but
team.
they don't really have as much AoE. Destro Warlock is really high single target. Hunter's really high single target. Warrior's really high single target if the boss dies fast. But I would say Warrior. With full biz gear, they are a bit favorites, you know. If you look at the logs, I mean, it's mostly Warriors on top, right? Shokaden, yeah, Shokaden got buffed a lot recently. They can do 14k DPS on single target. That's not in Naxx, by the way. In Naxx, you have the buff, right? Because let me explain how OP Shokaden is, right? So Shokaden, one intellect for Shokaden is valuable like almost 1% crit or something. It's ridiculous how good crit is. Sorry, intellect. Because the way Shokaden works is whenever you use Holy Shock, you gain a buff that converts 200% of your intellect into spell power on your auto attack. So every auto attack does like 3,000 damage, 4,000 damage. So then you want a fast weapon and as much int as possible and attack speed. So attack speed is good, crit is good, int is good, fast weapon, right? And then as a paladin, you get 10% more intellect than holy. You have 15% more intellect from the CG buff. You have 10% more intellect from kings. And that's why Shokaden goes hard. And when you Divine Storm, it procs your buff, your sunlight buff. Someone here is playing Shokaden actually. His damage is not shocking though. But this guy just getting started, right? He has no gear. You know. Oh, you're also playing it. Yeah, so basically this buff here, Sunlight, is supposed to be like 70% of their damage. But their gear is so shit that it doesn't do anything. Yet. Oh, I forgot to loot the boss. Yo, my bad, guys. I'll go fix that. Wait, can I go back to that boss by clicking something, or I have to just run, right? Loot master problems. Oh, you're summoning me? Okay, perfect. I was too busy yapping about Shokaden, guys. That's what I'm saying, yeah. Ay, ay, ay. That's some really good stuff. Yo, who's next on the Splinter and the one? Nope. I think it's a rival, actually. I mean, a rival. Pretty sure it's him. Yo, we're rolling some loot, guys. Let's go. We got 3 pairs of these legs. Three of these legs. One for you, one for you, one for you. And then I have one of these legs, offered by Dwarf and Melorian. Keep the last 3 to a rival. I don't know. They're not telling me who's next, so I'm assuming I'm doing it right. Yeah, we'll see. We're rolling this belt. There's 2 extra belts. Because I already gave the SRs. You guys already got the SRs, right? Or? No, wait. These have already been rolled out. You just didn't trade me for them. Oh, so then I give the next 2 to you, Lividia. Okay, cool. Yeah, guys, if you win loot, trade me. Rolling this out. Yeah, people are not trading for loot. That's why I had those still. You missed guild drama last night? Someone was talking trash in guild chat without realizing they were in the guild. Wait, what? Healer ring? Wait, so they thought they were in a different guild and they were talking shit about bench while being benched. There wasn't drama, fake news, it was funny. That sounds kind of funny though. Okay, we have a caster neck. I would rather this goes to a class that needs cast speed. Okay, like mages, warlocks, holy palas, maybe, I don't know. Honestly, this neck, I would say is not bad for Shokaden, but they're not meant for Shokaden, but 14 intellect is crazy. For sure. Rolling these bracers. This Shokaden neck, by the way, is from Hakar in Zul'Gurub. So you guys know. Yeah, the soul capacitor thing, what's it called? Like, matte necklace. It's a lot easier to get that than those necks, right? What else do we have? We have these bracers. 2 of these as well. No, 1 of these. 1 of these. Or Dwarf not winning anything. Hasn't won Louis yet? For real? We still got a wing left and 2 bosses, so maybe he gets something. I got these shoulders. And then GST. We got the Brimstone staff. Very good Boomkin staff. Very good stuff, bro. And then we have... be careful equipping these items, because if a better staff drops for you, then, you know, it's kind of ass if you equip this and then you want that stuff too. I'd say always just kind of wait. Let's say you want a Soul Seeker, right? Just wait to see if Soul Seeker drops, you know. We got these legs here. Leg plates of Carnage. Vial of Post is best for Shogun and one-hander. Really? Oh, Gradsdorf. Rolling this out. Giving these gloves to you. Because you're the only SR. And we're gonna roll Raid Blade. You're the only SR on this. And Raid Blade, GST, and we're done, guys. I mean, there's also a chest. And we're done. She's eating flies. Good. That cat's not fat. She's big bone, guys. GST. The very big bones. That's what I'm saying. And this. All right. Boys, we are gonna kill this boss on our first pull because our priests know what to do. Ready, check. Our priests are experts. Naxxramas experts. You guys can start whenever you're ready. Let's have Mina tank the boss in case the boss goes loose, and then Vasers take the left ads and EO right ads.
Stand and fight!
We got a line of sight in 10 seconds. Don't die to the line of sight, it will one-shot you. If you are mana user. Line of sight now. Okay. Line of sight in 8 seconds. In 4 seconds. Now. Good. Boss is loose, boss is loose. I'll live here. That's on me now. MC and add and taunt the boss. We got a line in 5 seconds, guys. Careful, the line is fucked. We're gonna all get hit. Many deaths incoming. What? Good job. Excited for next week? Yeah, I am. We're going TwitchCon, boys. Amsterdam flight into Rotterdam train, bro. It's gonna be nice. I still haven't given them the clips, by the way. I gotta find clips for the panel, the OnlyFans panel. Lividia, this should be you, right? I wonder who's getting the frozen runes. Smoke weed? I mean, probably, right? Maybe a little bit. It's like 10 days from now. LMGD gonna be there? I don't think so. Not sure if he has even a visa to go, right? Because he's from Russia, he needs to get like a visa or some shit. Meet Tyler 1. Don't think Tyler's going, right? Because I don't know who's going. Other than Savix, Guzu, Anifusha, Stormfall, Nim. Those are the people in the panel. Don't know who else is going than those people. I haven't talked too much. I don't think Forson's going, guys. Yeah. Pirate? Don't think so either. That would be hilarious if Pirate is there. I'll get a photo with him. Oh, watch out. We pulled a staff here. Arcane explosion. Many deaths are about to happen, guys. Prepare. Blood is gonna spill. Oy, oy, oy. I'm gonna not hit that axe again. No aggro on it. Tyler died while mob tagging. No, can you link the clip? Oh, wait. I think I know what's happening, right? They got some DreamHack event with OnlyFans. And is that why Tyler 1 was being mob tagged? Because I saw on someone's title, like, mob tagging Tyler 1. I think Cillian, yeah. And I was like, Tyler 1's playing again? I didn't know he's playing. Now it makes sense to me. So he was getting mob tagged to participate in the DreamHack raid. And apparently you guys say he died while getting mob tagged. Oh my god. That is awkward. So now he's not gonna be there. Yeah, DreamHack on NA. That's rough. What is DreamHack? I'm not really sure. I've never went to one of those. Like a gaming thing, though. They make one in the US, apparently. Repair bot? Yeah, I can drop a repair bot on the next boss. Yeah, it's like a convention for gaming, right? Where people just play games. Like, Twitch is kind of the same, but, like, it's more than just playing games, you know? I feel like most of TwitchCon is not actually playing games. It's like IRL stuff, right? Little talks and shit like that. But I've never been to DreamHack. I've been to 2 TwitchCons. Honestly, the convention itself is not like the fun part of TwitchCon. Is you get to hang out with other people, you know, right? Like, we go to a bunch of parties. Alright, boys. I'm dropping a repair bot right here. So, we gotta split these groups evenly. So, it looks like one of our healers is offline. So, we're gonna be 3 healing this right now. Hopefully, that's fine. Let's have Jimbro, Flex, and... who's the other healer? Bino. Jimbro, Flex, and Bino, you guys are gonna heal the undead side. And Dab Axe, you're gonna be healing the living side. We're gonna send all the melee and Boomkins to the undead side. And also Mina is tanking the undead side. Alright? Let's see what it looks like with the split, if it's even. Yeah, just go heal, brother. Go heal. It's nice to have 4 healers. Even 4 is kind of low, so. Okay, so Asbringer swapping to heal. You just stay on the living side then. Okay. Stay on the living side, and we're doing a ready check. Raptorus, come to the undead side, and also Copti Hunt, come to the undead side, and that should be good. We go like this. Pull the boss. I'm gonna swap Dwarf here into this group. Alright. You just pull the boss, guys. You just gotta hit him upstairs, okay? Yeah, doing Nax. How is the gameplay class feel of Salt compared to Wrath? Same, worse, same, or better? Class gameplay compared to Wrath. It's so similar. I don't know if it's better or worse. There's better class balance than there is in Wrath of the Lich King Classic. Way more viable specs. So that part's better. Better balance. Class gameplay wise, it's similar. It feels like a mix of Wrath and Cataclysm, to be honest. So I'd say it's about the same gameplay, better balance. Yep. Yeah, some specs feel better, some feel worse, right? Like, I think Warrior feels a lot more fun in Salt, for example, right? Than in Wrath. But it depends on... You gotta go by spec and then compare it with other versions, you know what I mean? But I think in general, it's like similar to Wrath and the start of Kata. But then I feel like there's more balance in Salt. There's only like 2 specs that are not viable, really. Like Arms Warrior, which was also not viable in Wrath, and Arcane Mage, which was viable in Wrath, but then Frost wasn't really viable, so yeah. Power went out, so we have a healer who lost power and a healer that's offline. Okay, great. So Asbringer, you're the only healer on that side now. So hopefully you can heal. Did you play Feral? It was fun in Phase 4, Phase 5. I don't play Feral anymore. I enjoyed it, but I didn't enjoy it enough to want to main it. Yeah. The whole concept of shredding from behind is not fun. I can't do that. That just makes me not want to play the class at all. You just get so tilted. Even in Wrath, when I played Feral, just like boss turns around randomly. Mimiron hard mode Phase 2, the boss just spinning around. It's the same in Kata, really? I wonder what expansion it is where that's not a thing anymore. You can just like shred whenever you want, right? Because they did that in Salt with backstab. You can backstab from the front. It's always better to backstab from behind, but like you could still press it in the front and it wouldn't be like the end of the world, you know? But you gotta pick a rune for that. But Feral doesn't have this rune. Is Feral better to level up? I don't think it matters much. Feral Boomkin for leveling. I think for Classic Plus, maybe introduce a different rotation other than Shred. Yeah, for sure. They have it on their AQ tier gear. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Do they use that set bonus, though? I'm not sure if they do. It's not this, yeah. So, still gotta do it then. What I know about Feral is Rake does a lot of damage. Right, guys? Like, Rake is your #1 damage or some shit. And then the new set bonus extends the Tiger's Fury buff. So you can have like almost 100% uptime on Tiger's Fury. But you still press Tiger's Fury because it gives you energy. Lunchidi was telling me about that. Rebus Enclave, okay. Okay, we are almost out of here. Despite having 2 of our healers go offline. 3 healing for Horsemen is gonna be interesting. Yeah. Very interesting. And Saffron. And honestly, all those bosses. There's a lot of healing on them. Yo, Piltergust. Appreciate the prime, bro. Still trying to clear a 30-year-old raid. We're gonna be trying to clear this for 50 more years, bro. Still gonna be a challenge. It's the people that make the raid challenging, not the raid itself. People. How it goes. Oh, it's gonna be hard. I watched Grayson today wipe in Firelands, despite Firelands getting a 35% nerf and them having Dragon Soul gear. On normal Firelands, by the way. Normal Firelands. 10 mana. So everything is possible, guys. Everything. Okay, be careful on the next trash. We only have 3 healers, boys.
To arms, ye roustabouts! We've got company!
I think Lividia again.
This foolish venture at once.
I'm gonna do the
Turn away
loot.
while you still can.
We got 2 of these
Come,
boots.
Zelly. Do not drive them out. Not before we've had our fun.
Enough prattling. Let them come. We shall grind their bones to dust.
I do hope they stay alive long enough for me to introduce myself.
Perhaps
Oh, we got 3 of these.
they can run away as fast as they can.
Nice.
I've heard about enough of your sniveling. Shut your eyes at me before I should.
And I got 2 of these boots.
Save your anger. Harness your rage. All have outlined their frustrations.
Okay. And we have a wand. A healing wand. Bit of a healing wand. And also a helmet with a lot of stats on it. Maybe you guys need this helmet. 44 frost res. Huge helmet, boys. Congrats, buddy. Wait, I got more loot, guys. Oh no, it's just 1 item and it's a sword. False alarm. This is for you. And this is for this guy. So these were rolled out, no one wanted them. Loot is finished. Hardest part's over. I thought Reforging was cool at first, but honestly I wish they would remove it for Pandaria. Really? Is it Reforging just like where you maybe use items that would ruin your stats otherwise, but because you reforge, now you can actually equip that gear? So like here's the scenario. Let's say I have 6% hit and I don't need more hit, and then a 7% hit item drops. That would be an upgrade if I don't waste the 1% hit on it. But then if I reforge the hit away, I'm able to use that item. Like, I don't think that's like a bad thing, to be honest. It just makes loot more flexible, I suppose. It made Biz feel less good. Yeah, but is that a bad thing, though? Because I feel like in Wrath of the Lich King, there was an issue in the raid where there was so much loot, but only the BIS items mattered because they were BIS and they had the right stats. So then all the other items, people just didn't want to get them. They would rather not roll on a piece of gear because they are afraid it would lower their chance of getting the BIS one. I don't know. I'm not saying Reforging is perfect, but it tries to fix an issue of like a lot of loot availability, but then people just want the specific items, right? And not everything else. Yeah, it's not even a thing in retail. They got rid of it, so Blizzard must not like it either. Or they thought it was bad, I don't know. I'm not sure when it got removed. Alright guys, I need to assign some things here. So let's put Yeo Warlock on Lady Blemau. And healing him is gonna be Jimbro Flex. Actually, Jimbro, do you know how to solo heal in the back? Are you familiar with the strategy of solo healing in the back and avoiding the void zones and healing both tanks? Yes, then you just solo heal. You're gonna be healing me, who's on Moon. Okay. And then you guys are gonna be killing Tane and Mogreen. So you're gonna get Mogreen down to 50, swap to Tane. Getting Tane down to 50, swapping to Mogreen, getting Mogreen down to 50, then back to Tane. And then please split the bosses. So Mina, you're gonna have Tane, Vasers, you're gonna have Mogreen, put them in their corners after they both hit 50. And guys, you guys are gonna all stay on Tane. You're gonna kill Tane, and then go on Mogreen. And then following the tank, Vasers on Mogreen, is going to be a healer, Asbringer, okay? That's it. Ready, check? Boss has a huge aggro radius, watch out. Yeah, stack him till 50. Hopefully the DPS is not really bad. Alright, we're only stacking 2 bosses. And in the back, we swap at 3 stacks, okay? You guys nuke Tane to 50, then Mogreen, then back Tane.
2, 1.
Ooh. Okay, you guys are hitting Mogreen now. Mogreen. And now back to Tane. Blast Tane, put Tane in his corner, Mogreen to his other corner, follow Tane. And kill Tane. 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 Stay on Tane until Tane dies. Okay, let's swap here, guys. Oh. Yeah, we gotta swap, bro. Yo, come to Zeliak, Mr. Jim, bro. I'm gonna die, bro. Go, 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 go! Okay, there's someone hitting him. We're fine. Alright. We're fine. There was like no one to relieve me there. Makes no sense.
LMG BMMR kek insane 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 LMG BMMR kek insane.
Cool. Thank you, Hambris, for that beautiful message. I think it spoke true to us, okay? We all agree with that. Dearly. But wait, don't be stacked on Zeliak. She has a chain lightning and then we'll one-shot you. But did she gain a second shield, bro? She just got a shield. Scammed, bro. And now this boss has a shield. Good job. And someone is looting the frozen rune mid-boss fight. Unbelievable. And it's this warlock doing 3k DPS. Beautiful.
You have seen nothing.
Beautiful.
The frozen heart of Naxxramas awaits you.
No boy, guys. And also more bad news. We have 4 of the same chest here. Really sorry about this. Okay. We're rolling the Maul of the Redeemed Crusader. Get one of those each. And there is also Seal of the Damned. Technically upgrade for me. Roll the 8. Rip. Alright, grats. Frozen Rune Warlock gets it. Alright, guys, on this boss, we only have 4 healers, so watch out. Make sure to decurse as well. Very important. Okay. Ready, check. We need big heals. And decurses. We have 2 mage healers, so just prior that as well, right? I'll help you guys too. I'll do a couple. So I know you guys have those globals for the big heals.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright. Don't get knocked with the tail. The tail is really big. And they get knocked. My Starfall hitting the boss. It is. We're getting the decurse soon. Be ready, decurse, boys.
Watch your feet.
I'm in the blizzard. I'm not washing my feet right now. No, I got frozen. My Starfall's gonna go away. Must have been really tilting trying to parse as a boomkin in phase
Find
7
shelter.
with like the perma Starfall, because if you get hit by a mechanic like this, you're like really screwed. It's not like that in Enclave. I'm honestly a massive Enclave shield, man. Like, I love it. Oh no, it's the wrong thing. I don't really get annoyed raiding Scarlet Enclave. I feel like there's not many things that piss me off in that raid. Normally, when you do a raid many times,
Watch your feet.
you start to like get annoyed by things because, like, you know, they ruin your parse or whatever, right? Like the first few times you do it, it's new, it's refreshing, you don't care about that stuff, right? You only start to care about that stuff when you've beaten the raid many times. That's happened with Enclave so far. Maybe I've done the raid 25 times or something for some of my characters. A solid number, you know. Do some decurses. Good job, boys. What we get from Saffron. Caster enchant. Melee enchant. Caster Cloak. Slayer's Crest.
Our preparations
Another...
continue as
Dude, this is
planned.
some insane loot, bro. What the fuck?
It is good that you serve me so faithfully. Soon all
Oh, wait, I'm
will
dying to
serve
Blizzard,
the
bro.
Lich King,
Alright,
and in the
so
end,
I'm gonna take everything and then roll it out.
so
I have a
long
50-50
you
chance to
do
get the
not
enchant.
falter.
This I'm just gonna give it to Rogue. Rogue Laska, bro.
Complications at this-
Insane loot for you.
What is this?
Your security measures have failed.
Did I roll this helmet already? I think I did, right? Or I just gave it to you. I think you already have this helmet. Let me just confirm for me. I wouldn't roll out a tier helmet if you're the only SR on it. So yeah, I think he had it. Great. We have the 2 enchants. This should go to, well, I guess Swashy and Rogue, right? You guys both SR'd it, 1 each. Easy. 1 for you, 1 for him. And this goes to Arrival. Huge cloak. And now the caster enchant. Beryl and Clay, 3 SRs each. Phew. 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 Congrats, man. Fuck. I'm going to beat a 68 once, but are you serious? We both kind of suck at rolling, to be honest. We both averaged a pretty low number. Huge rolls, yes. Alright, guys, that's all the loot. Someone has to trade me still for the
Servants,
shoulder enchant.
soldiers of the cold dark, obey the call of Kel'Thuzad.
There you go. Alright. Damn it, dude. I'd go also get that 50-50, but I lost the coin flip. Lost the coin flip. Apparently in the beginning of SOD you could trade those enchants. Like you could like buy it. Where somebody wins the roll and then he just enchants it for you, but they fixed it. Okay, after this, I'm swap to normal gear. This, I believe, is what I'm raiding with. Go. I shall win it because I don't know how to roll, man. Looking back on SOD, I think they conducted it perfectly. They tested long phases, short phases, many balance patches, no balance patches. As a beta, tested so many things. Yeah, for sure. I mean, did they have long phases though in SOD? I don't know. I don't think they did, right? The longest SOD phase was less than 4 months. That's not long. That's not long, guys. I think people are spoiled nowadays with fast phases though. A long phase is like 10 months. Yeah. They should actually do a long phase now. Do Scarlet Enclave for 5-6 months minimum. And then do phase 9. And then we see what happens when you do that. Like an actually long phase, right? Sunken Temple was not that long. You guys are... Like, what are you talking about? And also, Cataclysm came out during Sunken Temple, so that, you know, you had that to play for like a couple weeks. I don't know. I think what they did with Sunken Temple for length was perfectly fine. Because they had Cata. They're not going to launch Phase 4 as they launch Cataclysm. It wouldn't make any sense. Now, if you're stubborn and you don't want to play Cataclysm, that's fine. But you can't expect Blizzard to rush content just specifically for you. You know? Like, you're paying a $15 per month subscription that allows you to play more than one version of WoW. If you choose to not play the other versions, you can't expect Blizzard to speed up the content even more to cater for your taste. It's impossible to do that with this many versions of WoW. I think everything is already pretty fast-paced. Yeah, exactly. Like, if they were doing a phase 9, would they launch it next month? Of course not. It would clash with MOP. They would do it a couple of months or a month at least after MOP. And that's what they did with phase 4 and Kata. There was phase 3, then Kata, then phase 4. It made sense. I played both. I played Kata and then I quit Kata for phase 4. That's what I'm gonna do the same with MOP. I'll play MOP until phase 9 or until TBC or something, right? Or anniversary, maybe Nax.
Scream your
Yeah.
dying breath.
But yeah, of course, if you only play Soul or you only play one version of WoW, you're gonna be upset at the phase feels
Phase
long.
2.
But even then, the phases are not long. It might feel long because we're used to everything being so much faster now. Like, I was there, bro, in the end of Wars of Draenor, 12 months of the same raid. End of MOP, 14 months of the same raid. Those are long phases. And when it wasn't those raids, it was like, what, 7 to 8 month phases, right? Now, I'm not saying that's how it should be, because that sucks and no one wants that. But saying a 3-month long phase was long is actually insane and really out of touch. I cannot agree with you on that one. That is just simply ridiculous to say. Especially when there was a classic expansion coming out in between. I think SOT players are really spoiled, to be honest.
No escape.
They're really spoiled because of how fast the content patches have been. I have this idea that a phase should be 8 weeks long. Like, what? With that logic, 2 weeks from now, it should be phase 9 or 3 weeks. It's way too fast, bro. You don't even have time to get your gear and shit. You know, other games exist. Exactly, other games exist. But I'm just going with WoW here. Nah, but I get that, like, with SOD, they promise fast phases, but they delivered fast phases, right? I don't know how you could say they weren't fast.
Target you.
Some phases were faster than others. So if you compare it to the fastest phase, then yeah, I could say it's like slow, but... That was a level 50 phase, so... If I was Blizzard, I would have done nothing different with phase 3. I would have done the exact same thing. Kata was coming out, they knew that. They're not gonna stack Kata with phase 4. So they waited a bit and then did phase 4. It was the perfect move. All the people I was playing with were just playing Kata anyway. Would log in, do Sunken Temple, and log out and play Kata. And then we all came back and mained the game, sort of, in phase 4, you know?
Heal team.
What? There's no way this changed this distance. Yo, GG's, guys. Alright. We have loot to do. This is a cool necklace for casters. Very nice. Insider info, when Joyous Journey XP boost. Joyous Journey for MOP, you think? I mean, do you even need Joyous Journey though? Isn't the leveling giga fast in Kata? Or am I wrong? I'd say just level now. So waiting for Joyous Journeys. I'm not sure if they're doing it again. Wait. Oh, actually, never mind. Alright. No one's main spec rolling. I don't think that was main spec for you though. Rolling these out, there's one of them free roll. Brand new watch is not in the game. What's the easiest class to start with? It depends what version of WoW you're playing. There's like 6 of them. So which version are you playing? Playing the War Within? I think Red Paladin's the answer in the War Within. That's the easiest class, yeah. You have no idea. Wait, you don't know which version of WoW you're playing. This is a problem. I can't help you. I can't help you, man. Oh, it was double 90? Oh, shit. Wait, who did I give the ring to so we can straighten this out, guys? Is gaming a mob fun? Is it similar to SOD? Moazer. And who was the second 90? Can you guys just reroll? Yeah, just vote roll again. And whoever wins it gets the ring. Waza, please give it to Bino. Sorry about that. Okay, I didn't realize you both rolled 90. There you go. Normally. Or? Nah, actually need consumes.